Dave, we're speaking after today's draw with St Mirren. A point gained or frustrated not to get any more?
I think before the game you see the opportunity what presents itself and the run of form we've been on. We go into every game trying to win the game, but I think if I'm being honest, a point's probably what we deserved. I don't think we've done enough to really go and win the game. I thought there was a good defensive performance. I thought we found a way to not lose, especially going down to 10 men, which is a real positive to take. But when I think back to how we played, we can play a lot better than that. We know that. We didn't do enough to go and really win the game. But all in all, a point on the road's never a disaster.
I was going to say 12 games unbeaten now, and when you're not at your best, you ultimately need to try and get a point.
Very much so. That's the pleasing thing from today. I think, as I've just touched on there's never really created enough. I think the few moments in the first half when we did put 2 and 3 passes together showed a little bit more composure. We did create chances. It was certainly there to do that. We didn't do that often enough. That was clearly the thing. Attacking wise, we weren't where we needed to be. The pitch was difficult as well, and the way St Mirren play make it extremely difficult for you. They're very competitive. A lot of second balls. You know, you need to stand up to that. I thought we did stand up to that reasonably well. I think Jordan makes a big save at a big moment as well, and Rocky obviously defensively gets man of the match, and rightly so because of his defensive performance. But I think the clean sheet is a pleasing thing. So we've played a lot better this season and lost games of football. So that's a positive to take as well. But one thing it is it's 1 point closer to where we need to be.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously a frustrating afternoon for Alassane Mane. How's he after the game, and what were your thoughts on the performance?
Yeah, he's gutted. That's not the way you like to make an impact on your debut. I think he's very harshly done by as well. You're the first one I understand. You know, makes a sort of attempt at the ball, so I can see why the first one's a foul and a yellow card. The second one's certainly not a yellow card. He just jumps and competes for it. There's no malice in it. It's a straight arm. It's not an elbow. So from that point of view, we're really frustrated. The biggest frustration is you can't then contest a yellow card. Yeah. So it's not as if that can be overturned at all. So that's a big frustration and a blow for him as well as us. But I think the biggest pleasing thing to take from that then is it going down to 10 men. It would have been easy then to fold and start to blame things. I'm not going to blame referees. Going down to 10 men, we found a way to not lose the game, which is good. But as I say, even with 11 men on the pitch, I think a draw would have been the fair result for us because we weren't clinical enough.
Yeah, like we said earlier, another game unbeaten, just one defeat now in our last 15 outings in all competitions. Carries that momentum still going into next week against Celtic? It
does. It keeps that going. You know, that's a really good record to have, and delighted for the players to be able to put that sort of run together. It's gave us this opportunity that we've got to where I found ourselves 15 games ago to where we are now is really pleasing. We've got a big game to look forward to now at home against Celtic. It'll be a difficult game, but one the players can look forward to and go into it in a really good position, which is full of confidence with a lot of momentum behind us and a good training week to get ready for it.
Absolutely. Thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you very much. Cheers.